like freaking out, like, oh my gosh. And like there's water going everywhere. I'm like, okay, maybe I can fix this. So
oh no, I already know where this is going.
Hey guys, I'm Dave.
And I'm Cole. Today we're going to be telling you a couple of stories.
Yes, interesting stories, embarrassing stories.
Very embarrassing, at least for you. Mine's just, you know.
It just happened.
Yeah.
All right, so the first story I'm going to share is the time that I wet my pants in front of the entire class in 6th grade.
I bet that was embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, it was.
You still have PTSD about it, don't you?
I think about it every day, like, oh my
every
God.
day.
So we just got back from gym. It was a very intense gym. We were doing exercises, we were running laps. We were very tired. So we get back into class and I really gotta pee. Now we've talked about this earlier where I had kind of a bladder problem, you know, I had to wear pull-ups and stuff. So back then when I had to use the bathroom, I had to use the bathroom.
Ooh, this is no joke. DEFCON 4. Here we go.
I cannot hold it in. So we get back into the class and the teacher comes up to me and says, hey David, you did your math homework, right? I'm like, yeah, I did my math homework. So she's like, would you like to read the answers? She gave me like teacher's booklet to read the answers to the math homework that we did. I was like, sure, okay. Still thinking, okay, maybe I can get through this without having to go to the bathroom. Maybe I can hold it in. So
all in vain, nope.
So I get up in front of the class. I pull up the teacher's notes to read out the math homework. I'm calling out answers and it's going pretty well and I can feel like I'm about to use the bathroom. Like I got to go to the bathroom. This cannot wait any longer. So
you know your bladder.
Oh my gosh. So I actually raised my hand to the teacher and as soon as I say, hey, I need to use the bathroom, I wet my pants.
The dams broke out.
The dams broke out. I had a leak. I had a puddle underneath my feet.
Oh, not a puddle. That was a lot.
But here's the thing, the interesting thing about this. Nobody really knew what happened. I went to the front office to get checked out to change my clothes, since I haven't changed clothes. I actually went home, took a bath, and came back in a new set of clothes. And when I came back to class, they were like, so what happened? Where'd you go? Like nobody knew.
Nobody. So you worried about nothing.
I don't know if the teacher was like, hey, hey, David just wet his pants. Don't make him feel bad. Make him feel like, hey, what happened?
Nah, a bunch of 6th graders, they're gonna make you like remember this day. So they didn't see anything.
Yeah, I think most of them were actually asleep. I think the gym was kind of, you know, tiring and a lot of them were either asleep, half asleep, or just not paying attention. So,
right.
But still, it's just kind of weird that I just wet my pants in front of the whole class. And nobody really knew what happened. I mean, the puddle was gone, so I don't know if they left and the janitor came in, but it was weird. But I was still embarrassed about it, because like, who wets their pants for the whole class? I mean,
this guy right here.
All right, Cole, what story do you have for me?
Well, I don't have one that tops yours, but I do have one that's related to peeing. All right, so.
We're on the right track here.
We are, luckily.
Okay. Peeing.
Right? Let's not deviate from this. So, you know, as a kid, you know, some things that your parents tell you can do and cannot do, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you don't know really what's right or wrong. Is this a one-time deal? You know, can't really let the other parent know, stuff like that. So, in my case, it was peeing outside. You know, what boy does not want to pee outside? And what boy does not see this as the greatest thing since sliced bread?
Oh my gosh, yes, I pee outside several times.
Right, I still do, to be honest. I still do, and no one's around me. Why not? The nature's urinal, I guess. I was around like 5 or 6 years old. And I remember one time my dad was let me pee outside, but he really, in a way, didn't tell me that it was like, you know, normal, because we lived out in more of a rural area. Neighbors were at least a good, you know, 50 to 100 yards away, or you were, you know, surrounded by trees. No one could really tell. There was a lot of privacy. So it was okay for us to pee outside, especially on the side that I did. But that one time I was able to do it, my dad didn't really tell me that. I was able to, you know, I could just do it if I wanted to, you know, as long as I don't pee on something important like the dogs, the electrical unit, stuff like that, I might not be able to pee again.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really had to pee, but I didn't want to go back inside. I was having fun outside as a kid. Who doesn't have fun? But I'm like, I really got to pee. Like, oh man, I want to pee outside. Like, I'll be dead if I have to go back inside and pee in that toilet, okay? Peeing on a tree was bougie. So I'm walking to look for a tree. I find one. I'm looking around, like, you know, is anybody here? I'm like, no, it's just me. All right, so, you know, I unzip. I start peeing. I get like, as a kid, I felt like I was peeing for like 2 minutes. So about
those are the best 2-minute pees
ever. It's like, my gosh, I didn't realize my bladder was that big. But I'm peeing, and about maybe like 15 seconds go by, I start hearing like, you know, leaves crack, some sticks, you know, break, something like that. I just hear someone walking up. I'm like, oh crap, I'm about to be caught. And I look over, and I see it's my dad. And I'm like, oh no! So I take off running. You know, in my eyes, I thought my dad was disgusted at me. Like, I thought I did something wrong, that I was going to jail or going to be grounded for the rest of my life. Because I was like, oh no, I didn't know. I thought this was illegal to do.
Yeah.
At least in my house. I take off running, and no one's really in the house at this time. So I hide underneath one of our spare bedrooms.
Oh my God.
I hide underneath the bed. I hid under the bed for a good like hour or two.
An hour?
It was good. Maybe not that long, but it felt like a good while. It was at least an hour.
Yeah.
And I'm underneath the bed. I'm just hiding. I hear people going through the house like, hey, see Cole? No, because that's the thing was, they weren't worried or trying to find me. To me, I thought they were trying to look for me to whoop my butt or something like that.
Right.
But it really was just like maybe a good 20 minutes go by. I was like, hey, you see Cole? And I just realized, because he didn't care. I was peeing on a tree, but I thought he did. At some point, I'm down under the bed. I'm looking. I see her come in the spare bedroom. I just see the 2 feet, walking. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna get caught. I'm gonna get caught and get in so much trouble. They just walk in, walk out. I'm like, oh gosh, I hid for a good at least another 30, 45 minutes. I'm just like crying underneath the bed, like I just don't know what's about to happen.
It's the end of your world.
It was
being outside.
It was, because I was like, I'm never gonna be able to do anything with my life because I'm gonna be grounded for the rest of my life. So I was scared. But I ended up finally coming out. I'm gonna face a bullet, go ahead and pull the Band-Aid off. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna say, I peed on the tree, something like that. So I go to my dad. I was like, hey. And he's like, hey, where'd you go? I was like, I hid. I was like, why'd you hid? Well, I peed on the tree. And he's like, and?
Okay.
Right?
And?
Why are you so worried? I was like, I didn't know it's supposed to be on the tree. He said, that's fine as long as no one's there looking. And I was like, oh. So I was like, I just wasted 2 hours of my life hiding because I peed on a tree.
You'll never get those 2 hours back.
Never.
All right, Cole, I think I can top that.
Oh, you think so?
We're gonna kind of derail from the pee thing.
Ooh.
And move on to number 2.
Oh gosh, go play on words there. Ooh gosh, this is gonna be good.
All of our stories involve like
Bodily fluids.
Yeah. So I'm at work in the morning. It's 8:30 or so, and I decided, I need to use the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and do number 2.
Everybody does. Everybody poops.
Yeah, everybody poops.
Obama poops.
Even Obama. I bet Trump poops too.
He does. I bet he drops a deuce.
Oh my gosh.
An orange deuce.
So I poop, and it's a pretty big poop.
Oh, proud. You didn't take a picture?
I did not take a picture.
Hey, man, it's like
But
a
I
fish.
will
Like,
see it.
You will see. It's like when you catch a fish. Like, my fish was this big.
So I finish doing my business, and I get up to flush the toilet.
So far, so good.
Yeah, and normal.
Yeah.
But the water doesn't really do anything. I'm like, okay,
That's
so
never a good sign.
I'm looking at my, number 2 in the toilet.
Admiring it.
Yeah, and I decide to flush it again, and all of a sudden it started overflowing. I'm like freaking out, like, oh my gosh. And like there's water going everywhere. Like, okay, maybe I can fix this. So
Oh no, I already know where this is going.
fix this. So I grab some toilet paper,
No.
and I try to fish the turd out of the toilet.
The way you describe this turd, I'm pretty sure this thing is like, I don't know, watermelon. Trying to fish out of here, it clogged up the whole toilet.
Okay, it's not that big, but I'm trying to pull out the big thing out of the toilet.
The big thing.
And
It's evolving.
it breaks. Like I don't have. I'll just say I don't have luck getting it out. It just makes it worse.
waterlogged.
It makes it like so much worse. So I'm not a plumber. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know how to fix a toilet.
I don't know. You were trying to fix that turd. Oh, please flush.
So I tell my manager about it, and I'm like,
Oh, that's embarrassing enough. I had to tell your manager.
I had to talk to my manager about it.
Hey.
Hey, by the way, so I talked to him and I'm like, hey, we have an issue with the toilet, it's overflowing. Do we have a plumber or someone who can come out and fix it? He's like, yes, we got one. And I'm like, okay, maybe the plumber can get there and fix it and clean it up and he won't have to see it. But then he's like, let me go take a look at it.
Ooh, are you sure about that? Insert John Cena. Are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh gosh, he's gonna smell my poop, he's gonna see my poop, he's gonna...
You're gonna realize you're not as sweet as you look.
he's gonna realize I poop, he's gonna find out the truth.
If he drops this, you're fired.
So anyway, it was really embarrassing. So my manager comes in there and he decides he gets a plunger and he tries to fix that. I'm not sure what he was trying to fix, but anyway, he flushes the toilet and that makes it worse. It starts flowing and there's feces everywhere. It's getting on his shoes.
Ooh.
It was like, oh my gosh, like if I could just get through today, I might live the rest of my life without anything else worse than
No, that's gonna last the longest day ever.
After a while, the plumber comes and he fixes it and he cleans it completely, and we laugh about it later. And I'm laughing about it now. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like the end of the world, but it was like, at the time, I was like, oh my gosh,
This guy's seen my poo.
So like now our relationship is like at a whole new level. Like he's seen my poop. I've not seen his poop yet. I'm waiting.
Oh, we're about to do. Like, hey, next time you go in there, drop a deuce.
Yeah.
Call a friend. All right.
And take a picture this time.
Yes. Measuring tape.
Ooh, that's a foot long. So that was our interesting story time. Not sure if y'all are still here. It's kind of gross, but
to the ones who did, you're the real MVP.
Exactly. So if you're still here, leave us a comment below. What is your interesting, embarrassing, gross, whatever story time, and we'll be reading those. And who knows, we might reenact some of yours.
Right. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure you hit that like button and the subscribe button.
And be sure to click right over here for our last video, which was awesome. So you don't want to miss that. Nope. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. So I'm sitting there and I decide, what
are you deciding? Should I poo?
Should I close it? Should I leave it in there for people to enjoy?
Look at this big long turd.
You for me. This is great. Out of context.